Hi everyone, I'm Bobby Navia.
And I'm Joey Biggio, and welcome to The Couch. Here at The Couch, we're all about entertainment, movie news, rumors, and reviews.
To kick us all off, we're going to be previewing some of the newest movies that are coming out in theaters today. Joey, what new movies are catching your eyes these days?
Porn. First up, we have The Science of Sleep. I'm excited to see this next major work by Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind director Michael Gondry. I'm a big fan of his surrealist style and can't wait to see what kind of trip he takes us on next.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, welcome back. Tonight, I'll show you how dreams are prepared. Love, friendships, relationships, and all those ships. Hello? Are you trying to mock me on the air?
Didn't Michael Gondry direct the same movie? Dave Chappelle's Block Party?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that should be pretty cool. I know the movie stars Gael Garcia Bernal. If you're looking for more stuff on his work, he was also in the movie Y Tu Mama Tambien. It's a foreign film by, I think his name is Eduardo Cuarón, and he also did one of the Harry Potter movies too. So this movie should also be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
The Science of Sleep, directed by Michael Gondry and starring Gael Garcia Bernal and Charlotte Gainsbourg, hits theaters in limited release on September 22nd, 2006.
Ghost Rider is the next installment in the legion of Marvel Comics movies coming out in the next year or two. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm not entirely sold on Nicolas Cage playing the stuntman superhero Johnny Blaze in this movie. It's directed by Mark Steven Johnson, who we all know brought us the greatest movie of all time, Daredevil. Ugh. The only hope I have for this movie is that I hear that writer-director David Goyer wrote some of the script for the movie. So if the special effects and the acting aren't that good, at least it'll be a good story, and that's enough for me to go check out this movie.
I'm the only one who can walk in both worlds. I'm Ghost Rider.
What do you think about this movie?
It could be all right.
Yeah?
I'm still wary. Nicolas Cage, I don't know. He always looks like he's worried to me. I don't know if he can pull off a badass type of character.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know how it's really going to be with Nicolas Cage as well.
And it's Ghost Rider. I mean, it's a comic book, so it's going to be kind of cheesy. I just hope they don't take it too seriously.
Ghost Rider, directed by Mark Steven Johnson and starring Nicolas Cage, Eva Mendes, and Peter Fonda, rides into theaters February 16th, 2007.
Next up is Harsh Times, directed by David Ayer, writer and producer of Training Day. Now this movie kind of looks like Training Day, only with Christian Bale starring instead of Denzel Washington. But I know Christian Bale can pull off the a-hole creepy guy that we've seen from American Psycho and The Machinist, so I'm looking forward to this one.
What's it like to just straight up whack 'em up? Point and shoot, pop, pop, move on. You do not stop and think. Did you like it? I gotta find a job and placate my baby. Should be cool.
That's all.
Hey, you look nice.
You look like a gift wrap turd. Those are copies of your resume. Call me if anything happens, okay?
You call me a gift wrap turd. Drop off some resumes. Oh, they're dropped off, man. Woo. Nobody ever gets a job their first day looking.
All right, man. Harsh Times. I gotta admit, I just saw the preview today.
Yeah.
And I'm digging it.
Looks pretty good.
I am really digging Christian Bale.
Yeah, I always like Christian Bale. I don't think he can do a bad movie.
No.
He can pull out that kind of dark, you know, you like him, but you don't want to like him. You think there's something wrong with him.
Yeah. Right.
You know
right.
he's a bad guy, but you just want to see what he does.
I know the movie also stars Freddie Rodriguez,
Right.
who I really like, and it also stars Eva Longoria, which also, I mean, hey, how can
That's
you
reason
go?
enough to see the movie.
Hey, Christian Bale, Eva Longoria, I mean, come on now.
There you go.
Outstanding.
You're crazy and you're dangerous, and my biggest nightmare is you with the badge.
Hey, what you looking at? James, slow down. I want a cop to pull me over.
Hey, what's your problem, psycho?
Christian Bale, Freddie Rodriguez, Eva Longoria.
There's a way out of every situation. I'm going to jail. I can dump these guys.
Harsh Times.
Man, I'm a soldier of the apocalypse, man.
Harsh Times, directed by David Ayer and starring Christian Bale, Freddie Rodriguez, and Eva Longoria, hits theaters November 10th, 2006.
The next movie we got up is Casino Royale. This is the next installment in the James Bond series and could technically be called the British super agent's first adventure. The movie stars Daniel Craig, who we've seen in Tomb Raider in a supporting role, and also in a supporting role most recently in Munich. This movie is directed by Martin Campbell, whose filmography also includes 1995's James Bond flick GoldenEye with Pierce Brosnan. So this movie should definitely live up to the hype. James Bond, man, what you think?
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I was a huge fan of GoldenEye. That was one of my favorite, most recent 007 movies.
I think they got a perfect Bond.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig.
I love him.
Awesome. Really good. I mean, you guys, if you want to check out, like I said before, Tomb Raider, he plays like a rival, like Tomb Raider. Ugh. And Munich, if you check that out.
Also check out the Mafia movie Layer Cake, which he starred in.
Oh yeah. Oh damn. I don't believe I forgot to mention.
I can't believe you did either.
Man, that movie.
That's like a perfect setup for
that
James
is.
Bond.
That is. If you want to know how he might do in James Bond, definitely check that out.
Casino Royale, directed by Martin Campbell and starring Daniel Craig and Judi Dench, hits theaters November 17th, 2006.
Next up, we have the movie Transformers. I was a little weary of this movie when I first heard it was directed by Michael Bay. He's mostly known for his action movies and not really known for sci-fi. But I think with Steven Spielberg as executive producer, it could be all right, and with a big enough budget, I may be persuaded to see it purely for the special effects.
7, 6, 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start. We have.
All right, man. Transformers. I'm kind of geeked about this flick.
I know you are, and I'm still a little weary. I'll probably go see it anyway.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
but you know, it'll just be a good popcorn movie, I think.
yeah, it'll definitely be a good popcorn movie. Yeah, and then some of the actors they have in it, also, I'm kind of worried about too. I heard they had, although I like him, and I think he's perfect for the role, is that the actor Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf. Whatever, however you say his name.
The guy from Even Stevens.
Yeah, the guy from Even Stevens. I mean,
and iRobot.
And iRobot, right. I heard that Tyrese is in the movie.
Oh.
You know, and he plays one of like the military guys.
Oh.
Not like a general or anything, but one of like the main kind of soldiers they center around in the film. Yeah. We'll see how.
Wait and see what.
I guess we'll see how it comes out.
Transformers, directed by Michael Bay starring Jon Voight, Tyrese Gibson, and Shia LaBeouf, hits theaters July 4th, 2007.
Our next movie we got up is Rocky Balboa, the sixth installment in the Rocky series. Written and directed by Sylvester Stallone, Rocky is once again pulled back into the ring for one last fight. I'm a big fan of the Rocky movies. I think this movie is gonna be like really, really good, and I'm also looking forward to another great training montage.
Who was the greatest? Who was the best of all time? If two athletes from different eras could actually compete against one another, who would come out on top? In one corner, the reigning champion at Mason the Line Dixon. He'll be pitted against the former two-time heavyweight champion, Rocky Balboa. Computer says Rocky Balboa would be triumphant.
I think there's still some stuff in the basement.
What basement?
In here. I think I want to, like, fight. You know, nothing big, just small things like local.
What? You haven't peaked yet? You know, we have the promotional contract for Mason Dixon. When he heard you were interested in fighting again, he thought, why not put something together? First-class exhibition.
But I ain't interested in getting, like, mangled and embarrassed.
You know, let's face it, that computer fight got a lot of people curious.
To beat this guy, you need speed. You don't have it. And you've got calcium deposits on most of your joints, so sparring is out.
I had that problem.
So what we'll be calling on is blunt force trauma. Let's start building some hurting bombs.
The greatest underdog story of our time is back for one final round. Rocky Balboa.
I was surprised at the trailer. When I expected to see it and be disappointed.
Really?
Because I love the Rocky movies, but the sixth one, after how many years?
The fifth one was done in 1990.
So it's been over 15 years.
Yeah.
And I think Sylvester Stallone's getting old, but I'm still gonna see it. I'm still excited to see it.
Yeah,
I was intrigued by the trailer, and I didn't expect to be.
Right.
I hope it doesn't die.
Ding!
Rocky Balboa, directed by Sylvester Stallone, starring Sylvester Stallone, Burt Young, and Tony Burton, hits theaters December 22nd, 2006.
All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed watching the trailers that we had to show and what we had to say about them. If you want to check these trailers out in their entirety, you can go to www.apple.com/trailers or www.movie-list.com. All right, guys, we have some of the best commercials coming up right now. You don't want to miss these. You know, seriously, everybody tells you, you know, change the channel, that type of stuff. You don't, man, you're gonna cry after you see these commercials. I mean, literally, grab your Kleenex boxes. We'll be back.
Do you ever have a hard time trying to figure out what to watch on a Saturday night? Well, today in our Movie Spotlight segment, we have two movies that will surely satisfy the urge to watch a good movie.
Seeing as how it's summer, we thought we'd spotlight some of the best past and present summer blockbusters. Joey, what's your pick for this week?
Well, Bobby, today my movie of choice is War of the Worlds, directed by Steven Spielberg, one of the most well-known directors in the movie industry today. He's been working in Hollywood for close to 30 years and has come up with such hits as Jaws, E.T., and Schindler's List. It also stars Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning. Now, Tom Cruise is one of the most well-known actors in Hollywood today, so combine him with director Steven Spielberg and you have a hit movie already. So, with a huge budget, a huge gross, a top actor and director, you already have a big summer blockbuster. With amazing special effects and writer David Koepp, who also would write movies like Jurassic Park, The Paper, Mission Impossible, and Spider-Man. You got a summer blockbuster right there. You can't go wrong. So, Bobby, what did you think of War of the Worlds?
I thought it was a pretty good movie.
I liked it.
Although I really didn't like the end too much. for those of you who have seen it, it's just like the littlest thing that kills the aliens, and that to me was kind of like a letdown. Special effects were awesome. Thought they were really cool.
They were amazing.
And I liked how the tripods looked really classic looking.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is a remake of an earlier version of War of the Worlds.
Right.
So the ending kind of had to stay true to that. I think there would be a lot of angry people if they didn't stay true to the novel. So in that respect, I kind of respect it a lot more than I would have if I hadn't known that.
But don't you think it would have been cool, like if Tom Cruise got like a gun and like he was
like
on the
bazooka?
ship, like a bazooka, and then he just went and
like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, like did a
Predator?
whole Arnold thing.
Yeah, no, I don't think that would have worked. I mean, you gotta look past that. He is an actor. So
I kept
you gotta
wait-
look at
I
his
kept- I
work
kept
and
waiting for him.
separate it. That's. I mean, that's. We don't like everybody we meet.
That's true. I kept waiting
But
for him
he-
to jump up and down on a spaceship or something. You're going down! You know, it was just kind of, I don't know. My pick for this week is another movie directed by Steven Spielberg. It's Raiders of the Lost Ark, starring Harrison Ford. Now, with Harrison Ford, I mean, you know you have a blockbuster. With movies like The Fugitive, Clear and Present Danger, and the Star Wars trilogy, you really cannot go wrong with this guy in the driver's seat of your movie. Now, it's written by Star Writs writer-director George Lucas, who always writes a good mythology piece with a lot of cool little comedy in it, action, and always good special effects. Raiders of the Lost Ark is, to me, the epitome of what a summer blockbuster is. It has comedy, action, special effects, romance, everything you ever want to see in a summer blockbuster.
And Raiders of the Lost Ark, man, that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
The classic action adventure. It made me, you know, want to get into the movie. It drew me into it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I love, I gotta say, I love George Lucas's script, like I mentioned before.
Right.
He always writes a good, like, mythology type
Definitely.
of piece, you know? And I mean, like, going to look for the Lost Ark that
Yeah.
has the 10 Commandments in it, I mean, it might sound boring, but if you got Indiana Jones there,
It's entertaining. Is what
and the
it
whip.
is.
I gotta admit, the whip was my favorite part of the movie. I mean,
he was skillful with that whip.
Man, boy, I'm telling you, he'd be a good like S&M type of person.
All right.
Yeah, we're
Little
not gonna go.
inappropriate,
We're gonna
little
say it that
inappropriate.
much.
That's okay,
Yeah,
though.
that's okay. Yeah, the special effects were really good. Like you said, the ending part with
That ending.
the skins melting off.
Oh yeah, man, that creeped the hell out of me.
It was nasty.
It was pretty gross.
I had bad dreams.
I think I had nightmare. I couldn't. I had a. Well, I was littler at the time, of course, but I had to put the
Right.
nightlight on.
I always
when
had
went to
I always
sleep.
had to wait for that part to come up.
Yeah.
You know, when you kind of just like
Yeah, exactly.
so.
But yeah, man, Raiders of the Lost Ark and War of the Worlds. 2 Steven Spielberg movies, 2 summer blockbusters.
So go right now, rent it, put it on your Netflix, get your favorite drink, popcorn, go sit on your favorite couch, and enjoy Raiders of the Lost Ark and War of the Worlds.
And now we head to the part of the show where we talk about the latest movie news and rumors.
If you like Sin City, then you're definitely going to sit down and listen to this. Frank Miller's other graphic novel, 300, which is about the battle at Thermopylae, is now in production and is set to come out next year, 2007. The director is Zack Snyder, who also directed the remake of Dawn of the Dead, which I really liked. I thought it was fresh, original, considering that it was a remake. I thought it was a fresh take on it. But I've seen some clips of it, of 300, and I gotta say, this is looking really good. The entire movie is shot on blue screen and green screen, so aside from the actors in it, the people behind them and their scenery will all be CG, so it should be really cool and inventive.
Straight from the brilliant minds of the directors Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez is their latest collaboration, Grindhouse. Now for this movie, they each shot a 90-minute classic horror movie, Planet Terror and Death Proof. And when you go to the theaters to see this movie, Grindhouse, in between those 2 movies is going to be an intermission portion during which you'll see 6 or 7 fake movie trailers. I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's really fresh and original. I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be great. You should definitely check it out next year. Keep an eye out. Well, we hope you enjoyed our first episode of The Couch. Now, if there's any movies you want us to review or movies that we should just check out in general, shoot us an email at htv33@uic.edu.
Also, be sure to check us out on Facebook and MySpace.
Just use the email address that Joey just gave us, htv33@uic.edu, as a search in Facebook and in MySpace. Well, I'm Bobby Navia.
And I'm Joey Biggio.
Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time on The Couch.